Blue Buck exists to improve community outcomes, particularly for the vulnerable and for the needy. And so this video series is part of that intent to help organisations do better who are serving those in need. We've heard some great stories, we've seen some fantastic lessons to learn, and there's been a fascinating breadth of experience across these conversations, and yet a really powerful sense of common theme that's been drawn out as these organisations have rallied together to rise above the challenge and to make sure that their constituents are well served despite these challenges. So one of the key things that has struck me is how quickly and how dramatically everybody has shifted 180 degrees to get their workforces at home and at least to a level of productivity. They've done so with a sense of adventure and with a real determination without any sense of crisis or world ending. And the positivity around that has been really striking. There have been challenges for each of those with whom we've spoken, but those challenges have been really absorbed in the sense of determination to make it work. Each of the organisations with whom we've spoken or to whom we've spoken are telling me about a battle that they've fought together, and there's been a rally cry, there's been an advance, there's been a sense of camaraderie across the teams. It's brought their teams together. They've had common goals. So it's interesting to ponder what each of these organisations are looking at doing as the restrictions ease. The reality is that there's still a fair amount of focus on just getting teams productive now. And in fact, while it's not just the tools, the use of Zoom or Skype that's an issue, there's a team dynamic that really hasn't quite bedded down yet. It's functional, it's working okay across the people we've interviewed, but there is a sense of disconnectedness and difficulty, challenge that the individuals are having, feeling isolated, wrestling with the homeschooling in the background. Some of that's brought humanity into the picture in a new way. And so we've talked about the irony of being more connected in some ways than when we were physically in the same room, because there's a little bit of me reflected in coming into my lounge room. There's a little bit of me reflected with my dog walking behind me or my children yelling in the background. One of the very real benefits that I would look for is an increased sense of collaboration across the sector. It's already a sector that does see some good collaboration. There's plenty of room for that to grow. Mixed in with that, there's still a little bit of a sense of my kingdom that permeates the community, and where we can dispel that and acknowledge that we're better together, then I think everybody benefits. And actually, at the end of the day, the beneficiaries of the community sector are those in need, are the vulnerable, and they will do better as the sector learns to collaborate more and more. One of the hopes is that we will see organisations able to stand on each other's shoulders and to learn from the mistakes, to be encouraged by the successes, and to be able to build on each other's learnings through not only the pandemic, but more broadly as well.